Hello everybody. I was just here. I guess I'm still here. Like 3 words in to motovlog and I'm already ruining everything. I am here. I was just having a drink, a red Monster to match my motorcycle because I felt like it. But of course, as I ranted last week, I haven't had one since then. But if I have one at night, I feel terrible in the morning. So let's prepare for that. But right now, I'm exhausted. I haven't even done anything. I'm just gonna relax right here. Okay. I'm good. I'm good enough to go. I stopped at this gas station. Duh. This is a new one across from the airfield that I drive by regularly. And this is my second time stopping here. And I've been here for, half an hour, 45 minutes. And like 4 different people recognized me and pulled in here, which is kind of interesting. I'm trying to wake myself up. I would like to show you guys something. This is something I used to do on my old 650, and the reason I thought to do it again is because my stupid tail cover that's supposed to cover my passenger seat, although it looks awesome, the design is stupid because there's just 4 plastic L-shaped tabs that are supposed to hook underneath the actual seat. The problem is, you know, they're not movable. They're supposed to be steady pieces that you have to somehow cram those tabs over the seat. And then what happened was I put the cover on for a second time and the tabs all broke off, so the cover has no way to hold on that seat. So the bad news is that piece of plastic, that seat cover, is expensive, which is why I didn't buy it for my last motorcycle, and it's broken. The good news is my rear seat's exposed again, which means I can do something like I used to do my old 650. Holy crap, that burp was close. Let's get up to speed. Now, to do this, I need my throttle lock, which unfortunately needs to be adjusted. It doesn't quite make it up to hold my throttle right here, my throttle lock. It needs to be adjusted, so it's letting it go a little bit. If it goes too much, it resets. Oh, there it goes, a reset. So I don't know if this is gonna work. I just gotta get constant speed. I'll try a little bit more here to get this to work. I really have been too lazy to work on it, but there we go, that's pretty good. So what I used to do is I sit with the passenger seat, get on the passenger pegs, and I just chill out up here, as if someone else is driving. And then if I feel especially silly, I'll lean forward a little bit and then wrap my hands around my invisible driver, and I'll just drive by like this. That was a Barbie Jeep full of girls. I'm like, I got my support. Otherwise, you just sit up here and chill, get some air. Feels really good, man. Feels awesome up here. But unfortunately, every once in a while, for some reason, they decide to install red lights. So you gotta sit back forward. And it's one reason I love cruise control, throttle lock, so you can do fun stuff like that. So last week I mentioned my big news that the Jeep is being worked on, or is going to be worked on, and we started lifting the Jeep. Unfortunately, it's taking for freaking ever. It's still in the shop and I am Jeepless. So that's a good thing or a bad thing depending on how much of those motorcycles, but I've been stuck with just my motorcycle for, well, I guess over a week now. I used to be in a place where I had to drive a motorcycle at, what, Menards? What the heck? I don't know if any of you guys know that jingle. Save big money at Menards. It's less obnoxious, but it's still obnoxious. Menards I thought was like local to North and South Dakota. Anyway, so there was a time in my life when I was almost completely limited to a motorcycle. I didn't have the luxury of having 4 wheels, and if I did, the 4 wheels sucked. That was back when I kind of first had my Zixer. I was out closer to the city, and like there was at least one winter when I drove the motorcycle to work every morning at 5 a.m. It sucked. All right, it's below zero, so I would put my what do you call that, freeze out on, get my like 4 or 5 layers, and then drive to work, and then make sure I get to work early enough to take all my layers off. Yeah, good times, man, good times. The moral of that story is now I'm not in a position where I, you know, have to rely on getting anywhere on a motorcycle all the time, but I kind of have been this past week. And since I have my 650, it's just been like a nice combination of living old memories. One of the guys who stopped and saw me at that gas station was telling me he's gonna get a supermoto, or I guess he specifically said license his dirt bike. Oh, hi. People are waving. I'm trying to vlog here, stop being nice. Anyway, he said he's still waving at me. I can't wave the whole time. How much waving do you need? How needy do you is? Ooh, look at that Jeep. Oh, it must be nice to have one of those. He's got the same fenders I have too. Dang it, makes me miss mine. Hey, way to lift my spirits. I love seeing Groms. They make me happy. They make me want one, which is stupid, but whatever. Anyway, sorry. So somebody who saw me at the gas station said he's gonna license his dirt bike, and he said it's hard to license your dirt bike in Kansas. And I said, yeah, I know actually, because I have a friend who, thinking about Bowser specifically, he was getting his bike licensed, and he had to send his paperwork to South Dakota. And he said, that's what I was thinking of doing. And he said, but one of the reasons that getting a dirt bike licensed, or a supermoto, I'm not sure if there's like a very specific difference, but he said one good thing about it is insurance is super cheap, which I believe. But he said he's 17 years old, and it costs $112 to insure that thing entirely for a year. I'm like, that is incredible. If that was the case for me, I kind of doubt it is. I mean, I know he's under 18, but I'm older or whatever. I don't think insurance would be that cheap for me, but cheap insurance sounds delicious. I mean, it's obviously cheaper than this bike, and this bike's really cheap. I don't know that I have a need for a supermoto. I get lots of questions about what kind of bikes I would own and why, and when I get asked a lot is, Walter, would you own a supermoto? Well, I can only think of like one good reason, and that'd be like if I lived in Colorado or someplace where I really wanted to go between paved and dirt regularly, then I think it would make sense to have that. But right now it's like, especially with my 650. If all I had was like a liter bike, then maybe I'd be like, yeah, let's get a supermoto so I have something smaller and fun. But this is my small fun bike. That being said, actually, I don't know if I mentioned this. I think I did, but I want to have this bike forever, which I said. But then next year, I would like to get a Ducati, like a liter bike, or some kind of liter bike, right? So I can have my fun, smaller bike for around town, then I have my fast one when I feel like I need to compensate. So I have both. But right now, I can't afford that much. I can't afford 2 motorcycles. So I'm staying with this, and hopefully next year I get that. But that's my little rant on dirt bikes and this bike and owning several bikes. Oh yeah, you were going really slow back there, but now that I'm closer, you gotta hit the gas. I understand that mentality. It's like the same person who's like, if they're standing in line at Starbucks or someplace, I'm just using Starbucks because it's like the most white example I can think of, but if you're standing in line at Starbucks, you have to be as close to the person in front of you as possible. You can't stand some distance. You gotta be closer to them, because that way the line will go faster. Whoa, there's some death wobble. I get more death wobble on this bike than any bike I've ever had. So that's like when someone's tailgating you. If I tailgate this person, things will go faster. If I could just, I don't understand that mentality. I think I mentioned this before, but I want a bumper sticker, something along the lines of, I hadn't thought about exactly what I wanted to say, but something like, I would go faster, but you're not following closely enough. Something to more or less, you know, antagonize them and make fun of what they're doing. Ooh, I think I feel an ant on my earlobe. Oh, I can't take my hand up because it's about to go green. Can I? Oh gosh. Ooh. I'm doing it. Oh, got it. Whatever it was. Oh, sucks. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I get gnats or something in my helmet. It's the worst. It's I feel like Nicolas Cage with the bag of bees on his head. The bees! And it's worse because you're driving. You can't take your hands away from, like right now, I'm locked in, but like when you're driving, it's even worse because anyway, that's what I feel like sometimes. I don't know, it's just me, but sometimes bugs get in my helmet. I've also had ants eating my French Toast Crunch. I have French Toast Crunch cereal, put my bowls in the sink, and I go to wash my bowls, and there's always an ant. There's always at least one ant in my bowls. But it's only after I have French Toast Crunch, not cinnamon toast, the French toast, little slices of toast in a bowl. I know how great French Toast Crunch is, but I get annoyed that every time, like if I want to see an ant, all I have to do is eat a bowl of French Toast Crunch and leave the bowl out, and the ants will come. Just do it again, if I can. Ah, delicious. Oh, that's already, it's going red. That sucks. Before you click off, because you know the video is so close to being over. I don't know about you, when the video is close to being over, I'm done. I don't even watch the rest of it. So if you made it this far, congratulations. You're not missing out though. I finally relisted my Ronin shirts. So all my shirts are on Teespring and they're available all the time now. So I know a lot of you have been asking for some specific shirts, but now they're always available. So there's a link below to my t-shirts, and of course back there, $10 a piece. I need to come up with a new key tag design because this is like the most facetious and bland design ever, but some of you like repping that way, so you're more than welcome to get that. When I make new designs, which I want to do before the end of the year, I will let y'all know, but that stuff is always available. Sure, it's always available for you. I know this is where I ended Finally Friday last week, so I'm gonna end up doing this. This is the first time I've done this, and vlog in the exact same spot that the one was in the week before. So let me get up to the stoplight, make it appropriate. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you'll like it. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.